Welcome to the top 10 players of Champs 2024 TMV list. This is not going to be easy. For the first section of this video, you're going to see me narrowing down the options with my Twitch and YouTube chat here. They're going to help me decide who of these players should be on my top 10 list. It's going to be difficult. And then at the end, we shall reveal the top 10 that I ended up with. So the way I like to do this is first come up with a short list, right? So we'll come up with a short list and then we'll slowly narrow down the players to the top 10 and then we'll order the top 10. King, I think, is in consideration, but it's going to be so competitive. But I will put him on the short list. In G2, I think I want to put Valorant on the short list. I want to put Leaf on the short list, and I want to put Jonah P on the short list. From crew, I mean, I'll put Kesnet on the short list. From Sen, we'll put Tens on the short list, and we'll put Zekken on the short list, but I think that's probably it. Fnatic, I'll put them all on the short list for now. Well, sorry, Boaster. Not Boaster, but the rest of them. From Gen G, we're putting Texture on there. Again, for IGLing, I'm not taking into consideration IGLing. We'll put Meteor on there. Put Karen on there. Paper Rex. Right, they're going on the short list, but I'm not sure if any of them are making the list. So, this is my short list of all the players I'm considering and will now look through. So, how do I do my top 10 players? Well, basically, the way I like to think of it is imagine there was a fantasy draft of all the players in Champs, and that's the thing. This is only players who are at Champions, players who aren't attending. So you don't say Demon 1 in the comments. Where's Demon 1? Because he's not at Champs. So we're not including players that are not at Champs. But if there was a fantasy draft, who would be the top 10 picks? You know, if each org got a pick, you know, who would be the top 10? That's basically how I'm going to do my top 10. Now, this is probably, I think, the hardest top 10 to do overall throughout the seasons. I think this is probably the most difficult one. And the first thing that I normally like to do in these top 10 lists is take away anyone that I know is like, well, you're definitely going to make the list. But here's what's so interesting about this list is I think there might only be 2 players that I'm going to definitely 100% put on the list. And those 2 players are Aspas and Texture. Everyone else will be up for discussion, and that is what we will be figuring out now. TMV from the future here. Now that we had 2 players that were firmly cemented in the top 10, for everyone else who was on the shortlist, their stats were getting compared. We were going through each positions. We were trying to find people who play similar roles and maybe comparing some of their stats where it was close. And if I couldn't decide between 2 players, I eventually went to my Twitch chat to come up with some polls on who might be a better player in their opinion as well to settle any tiebreakers. Okay. I'm gonna stop trolling you now. I'm gonna put Karen on the top 10. Who can I eliminate? So this is what I like to do at this point. We've got 3. Who can I eliminate from this list? If Kesnet isn't... I mean, then again, they had a really rough stage too. Okay, I think I'm taking Kesnet off. Meteor, I think I'm getting rid of. 7 spots for 22, so I have to get rid of 15 more people in this top 10. Oh god. I don't think I can put Hero on there, not because I don't think he's good enough, but just because I don't have enough of a knowledge base on how good Hero is. Right, the G2 players are interesting because it feels like they should at least have someone in there, but I'm not sure that they do. Like, who is the best G2 player? That's a good question, isn't it? Some of you saying Valorant, some of you saying Leaf, some of you saying Jonah. Who would I draft first? See, my answer might be Jonah P. Like, again, if you don't take IGLing into account, right? If I was drafting a top 10, there are certain players that I just think kind of have to be on the list. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking Zekken is just on my list. I think I just have to put Zekken on the list. I'm not sure where, but I think I just have to. Zekken stats: 4th highest player rating, highest ACS, highest ADR, very good first kills. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a very good first kills to first death. Yeah, he's on the list. Yeah, I'm sticking with my idea that Jonah P is my G2 contender. Let's look at some other EMEA players. Let's look at some of these Team Heretics players. So Woot, he did have good assists. Look at, in fact, look at his first kills to first deaths as well. Hold on. The thing is, Woot is very good. So I think I might just put him on the list. I always want to put King on these lists. I feel like Chronicle has to make it, just based on some of his numbers. Am I being too EMEA biased at this point? Again, I think I have to start comparing similar players. Right, so King versus Tens. Let's start there. Who would I rather take right now? King or Tens? I'd probably rather take King. And we've got what? 7. We've only got 3 slots left. So I think I have to get rid of Tens. I think you'd rather have King. So I have to get rid of Tens. Sorry, Tens. Sorry, Sen fans. I need to start comparing. So Durka versus Safe. Who would I take, Durka or Safe? Durka, slightly better KD, slightly better ACS, slightly better ADL, slightly better cast, slightly better kills per round, slightly better assists per round, slightly better first kills per round, slightly better first death per round. It is literally the same. Wait, we have a poll on this? Okay, it looks like Durka is going to win. 55-45, Scottish independence. Okay, you guys decided. It's dorky. I don't think I'm going to put more than one Paper Rex player on here. So who's the best Paper Rex player? A lot of you saying Forsaken or Devi. So okay, I'll take something. Go on, I'll let you... Let's get a poll up. And most of you have voted Forsaken. 3 slots left to go. Jonah P versus Mazzino. Most of you were saying Mazzino. So... Sorry, Jonah. Okay, Trex or Rienz. Oh, this one I think is going to be more difficult for you. Oh, it's 450. Brexit vote. 52-48. That's 9 votes in it. 4 votes in it. 2 vote 50-50. It's tied. And Trex wins it by 4 votes. And it says 51-54 votes. Okay. I'm going to take that as an undecided. Benji or Forsaken? I think a lot of people are going to say Forsaken. We might not even need a poll for this one. And I think I would agree with Forsaken, honestly. Kankang or Durka? Most of you are saying Dorky. I think I agree. I think Kankang goes. I think Forsaken is making this list. I think I would take Trex and Rienz over Mazzino. Music? I can get on some music if we want. But good news, Americas! Because King is making the list. The choice is this. Durka's staying on the list! Sorry, Trex, it's over. Durka wins. It's over. I know you're all going to say, well, he's going to bait us and he's going to change the list. I'm not going to bait you. The music's over. The music stopped. It's all there. Say hell all you want. I don't care. Here's how I'm going to order the list. I'm going to put Aspas 1. I'm going to put Texture 2. I'm going to put Karen 3. Personally, looking at this list from here, I think I would put Alpha 4. This is where I think it's pretty tough. I think I'm between these 3 for the next 3. I think I'm putting Forsaken 8. 5, 6, and 7. What order would I pick? Look, it's my list. I'm going to go Zekken 5. I'm going to go Chronicle 6. And I'm going to go Woot 7. Make Chronicle 5. Well,
make Chronicle 5.
You know I can be bribed, so fine. If someone wants to bribe me over Woot and Zekken, go for it. 50 bits. Take Zekken off.
Take Zekken off.
No. Okay, I think that's my list then, I guess. Right, I guess that's my list. Now, if I was doing honorable mentions, it would be, what, Trex. Go on, but Safe was close to Durka as well, who did end up 10th, so yeah. Kang, go on. He deserves an honorable mention.